Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who could play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. And here's Lewandowski! Gonzalez. Molina. Gonzalez. Gonzalez making good progress on the right-hand side. Plays it in low. That's going to go a long way. Gonzalez with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He whips it across. Oh, he's overshot the green. Normal. Gonzalez, now he's off and running. Rafinha. De Jong. Griezmann. And here's Alvarez. Gonzalez. Showing good feet. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Can get it clear. Pedri. Balde, gently done. Lewandowski looks to get on the end of this. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's Griezmann. That is a brilliant interception. Dani Olmo. That's really well manoeuvred. Balde forwards and with intent. He's going to be disappointed with that. Gonzalez. Pedri. Balde. De Jong. Oh, red, nice interception. Molina. Gonzalez. Alvarez. Gonzalez. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Pedri. Yamal. And it's Balde. Pedri. Yamal. And here's Dani Olmo. Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Lewandowski. De Jong laid into space. And it's come to nothing. Molina. Rafinha. Pedri. Over to the left. Ball comes in. The keeper gets his hands on it. Lenormand. Baina. Lenormand driven forward. Calmly anticipates. De Jong. Pedri shifted up. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Jimenez aimed forwards. And it's Olmo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Baina. Gallagher. Baina. Molina. Gonzalez. Proves too strong. Pedri. Kubasi moved on forwards. Yamal. Koundé. Yamal. There are a few waiting for it. Yamal's cross. And he's there to clear it.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Gonzalez, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Araujo with the clearance. Araujo can get it clear. And it's Llorente. In it comes. Kubasi tries to clear. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Rafinha goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Rafinha. Gallagher clears it away. Baina. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Pedri. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. Oh, there's a probing ball. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Jimenez with a fine tackle. Galan. Baina. And it's played forward. Alvarez played through into space. Alvarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Araujo forwards and with intent. Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. Llorente. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Griezmann. Galan. And here's Baina. And here's Baina. Tries a measured ball. That's surely a foul. Free kick. It's been taken short. Balde is there and he can get that clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Molina. That'll be a throw. Gallagher. And here's Baina. He's cut it out. Pedri. Yamal, Koundé, Pedri, nicely aimed pass. Galan. And it's Griezmann. Gallagher. Galan. Galan, gently done. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Moved on forwards. Yamal. Baina wins the duel this time. Dani Olmo. Oh, good spread. Here's Lewandowski. Galan shifted upfield. Lenormand. Gallagher. Baina. Galan. Good looking ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafinha. Biner. Gallagher. Biner. Galan, aim forwards. Araujo tries to clear. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Llorente. Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries making a follow. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Kubasi attempts a clearance. Throw it. And it's Gallagher. Griezmann. That's an excellent interception. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Balde.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Gonzalez. Llorente. Gallagher. Moved on forwards. The pass has gone astray. Dani Olmo. Koundé shifted upfield. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Lenormand can get it clear. It's run loose here. Now it's Alvarez. So what can they make of this? Now it's Alvarez. Gonzalez, done delicately. It's out for a goal kick. Kubasi laid out to the left flank. Balde. Rafinha. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Muscular approach does pay off here. Dani Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. Galan. Griezmann. Galan. Lenormand. That's a sharp pass. Griezmann. Molina. And here's Alvarez. Played out to the right. Molina puts them all in. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Pedri. Balde. Rafinha. Balde, aim forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a lovely, neat pass. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That is a little undercut. De Jong. Pedri. And it's played forward. Baina. And here's Alvarez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Balde. De Jong. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. That has been knocked clear. Nicely intercepted. Yamal. And here's Dani Olmo. Yamal. And here's Dani Olmo. Gets it away. Llorente. Gonzalez, forwards and with intent. And it's Molina. And here's Gonzalez. Well, that's well seen too. Drilled in low. Pedri. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Galan, gently done. Yamal. Koundé. De Jong, aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Llorente. Lenormand, forwards and with intent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pedri. Balde. Rafinha. That's tidy. And that's a goal for a shot! There to clear it. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Koundé. Succumbs to the pressure. And the counter is on. Araujo with the foul. Gonzalez. Molina. Gonzalez. Lovely feet. Looking for a decent ball in. And here's Griezmann, shapes to shoot! Dina plays it short. That is lovely. Now it's Dina. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, it's come loose. Moved on forwards. Now it's Lewandowski. Looking to break at pace. Lewandowski made out towards the right wing. And he's managed to get free. Yamal's cross. Corner it is. Pedri moves short. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Hit in. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Molina. Llorente. And it's played forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Araujo. Pedri. Kubasi. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Tries to get it clear. Llorente. Now it's Alvarez. He's away. And it's Griezmann. Gonzalez. Alvarez. Alvarez. Back when it goes. Can he spark a counter here? Lewandowski. He's got away. And he's on a charge. Nice physical challenge. The normal. Molina. Llorente. Oh, can he get onto this? Al Kubasi cuts it out. Changes him with that pass. Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. That has been cut short. Galan. Llorente. That's really well manoeuvred. Balde. Kubasi. De Jong. Yamal. Yamal going full steam down the flank. Oh, that's nice. So who's he picking out? De Jong! De Jong. Rafinha. Balde picks it up now. Jimenez. Llorente. Molina. Jimenez shifted upfield. Out to the right. And it's Molina. Molina hurtling down that right flank. Now the delivery. And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Baena with the short one. Llorente with the cross. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! And that has been clubbed away. Dani Olmo does really well to win the ball there. And now the breakaway. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Molina. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball that. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Olmo. This is gone, that's a foul. Harmlessly behind.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
The normal. Galan. That's been drilled forward. And it cuts out the supply. Balde. Kubasi. Al Kubasi goes forward. Molina. Llorente. Gonzalez. Molina. Molina carries the ball down the right. Gonzalez. And he's straight offside. Koundé. Pedri. Koundé. Yamal. And it's played forward. Lenormand getting this one clear. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. And it's Balde. And here's Rafinha. 2 minutes to be added on. Alvarez. Now, what about a counter-attack? He has found the way through. Baena. Nice control. And here's Alvarez. Molina. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. De Jong, aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far. And I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Molina. Jimenez. Oh, can he get onto this?
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
De Jong. Koundé forwards and with intent. Gallagher. Llorente. That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Koundé. De Jong. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Gonzalez. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Araujo. De Jong. Pau Kubasi, gently done. And it's Olmo. And here's Yamal. Rafinha. Oh, good ball. Lewandowski. Dina. Llorente. Jimenez. Griezmann. Llorente. Molina. And here's Gonzalez. Shot, surely! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Koundé. De Jong. Now it's Dani Olmo. Lewandowski. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Rafinha! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Yamal. Oh, it's a great ball here. Griezmann. Llorente. Galan. Galan shifted upfield. Koundé. De Jong. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Thinks one through. Jimenez cuts out the pass. Griezmann. Alvarez. Bina. Now, where's he looking? That's a throw. And it's Gallagher. Gallagher. Galan. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Llorente. And here's Alvarez. Mr. Alvarez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Llorente. And here's Alvarez. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. De Jong moved on forwards. And here's Rafinha. Molina wins the duel this time. Cross goes in there. Rafinha. And it's played forward. And they can counter here. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's a nice ball. It's a shooting chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Llorente. Gallagher. Lenormand. Lenormand forwards and with intent.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Al Kubasi aimed forwards. Lewandowski played out towards the right wing. He's found a way through. Yamal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Alvarez. Galan. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Referee's given a throw. Griezmann. Oh, it's played into the area. Searching pass he's played there. And that could set him on his way. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo crossed in once more. Molina. Gonzalez. Baina, and he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Pedri. Rafinha. And back to the keeper they go. De Jong. Koundé. He's making a real surge on the left. And here's Griezmann. He's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all for him. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Kubasi moved on forwards. And it's Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Chooses to go back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. De Jong. Rafinha. Good ball, good take. Lovely bit of skill. Rafinha. Dani Olmo! And he hits the net. The breakthrough arrives at last. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Alvarez spread out to the left. Great run on the overlap here. Javi Galan shoots! It's in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's through here. Do have a chance to counter here.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Lewandowski. Yamal. Lewandowski opts to play it back. Koundé. Araujo. Pedri. Kubasi. De Jong. Looks to the other side. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo played out to the left flank. That's good play. Can he deliver? Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here, and he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. A fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Yamal. Pedri. Pedri shifted upfield. Gallagher. And it's played forward. Alvarez is onto it in a flash. Rafinha. Decent progress down the left. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Molina. Gonzalez. Llorente. Gonzalez. Alex Molina. That's very neat. Griezmann. And here's Alvarez. He's gone for goal! Baina with the short one. Javi Galan. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal. Lewandowski looking for a runner. And back to the goalkeeper. Gallagher. Galan. Galan, gently done. Oh, they could be caught out here. Koundé. Gallagher. Could move up a gear here. And it's Baina. He's in plenty of space here. Pau Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Araujo. Up towards the front line. Jimenez makes the interception. Molina. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Galan. Javi Galan. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. A chance to play it in. He is just caressing the ball. Aimed in towards the centre. Koundé forwards and with intent. Barcelona could counter here. And here's Rafinha. Dani Olmo. He is through here. Time to deliver. Turns and goes back. Valde. Rafinha. De Jong. Oh, that's neat. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha. He's pulled him up for that challenge. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Oblak sends that a long way. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Yamal. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Back out it comes. Molina getting this one clear. Rafinha. And it's Balde. Balde. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Pedri. De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. Pedri. Rafinha. Played into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Griezmann. Bina. Oh, good spread. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez, there's the delivery. Gallagher. Could be danger here. Bina, and again. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Alvarez. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pedri. The normal. Gallagher. Griezmann. Gallagher. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Araujo. Araujo shifted upfield. Gallagher. The normal. Gallagher. Llorente. Gallagher. Molina. Molina chooses to go cross-field. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Lewandowski. De Jong. Griezmann did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Galan. Aim forwards. And that's been won straight back. Llorente. And it's Gallagher. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kubasi getting this one clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Lenormand gets rid without sophistication. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, they could break here. That's Gonzalez. Chance for a shot! He's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's been taken short. Kubasi attempts a clearance.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Galan, who does have an assist to his name.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Gonzalez. Rafinha wins the duel this time. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Rafinha has good running with the ball. Over to the left. That has been cut short.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, this looks sharp. Well read, nice interception. And it's played forward. Rafinha. Balde. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, it very much looks like...
The referee's awarded a free kick.
was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's heaved it away. Araujo. De Jong. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Kubasi. That's a look and plays it forward. Jimenez cuts it out. And it's Baina. Alvarez. And here's Griezmann. Araujo gets good distance on it. Griezmann. Very nicely done. And the shot's on here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Yamal. Out to the left it goes. Valde tries a cross. He can get that clear. And it's Pedri. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Jimenez. Molina. Gonzalez. Llorente. That's really well cleared.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's got away. Valde, gently done. Molina, and it's lofted through here. Alvarez. Baina. And a shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Caresses it through. Lewandowski. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Valde puts a cross in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gallagher. Llorente. Gallagher. Araujo cuts out the pass. Rafinha. Now it's Dani Olmo. A good play on the left-hand side here. Balde flings it across.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Lobbed in behind. Now it's Llorente. Deep into stoppage time. Barcelona desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Gallagher. Chance here to counter. Dani Olmo. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Lenormand gets across to intercept that. Baina. Oh, a delicate chip through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Barcelona going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Moved on forwards. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Calmly anticipates. Lenormand. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Yeah, share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona certainly